Most people believe loyalty programs are a reward for good behavior. Points, perks, and privileges for spending money you were going to spend anyway. But in reality, these systems are not built to thank you. They're built to train you. This episode pulls back the curtain on the psychology of loyalty programs. The airline miles, coffee stamps, VIP tiers, and free rewards that make us feel like insiders but keep us spending like addicts. Behind the friendly language of rewards lies a carefully engineered behavioral loop. Brands use commitment bias, loss aversion, and status cues to anchor your choices to them, even when better options exist. You're not just buying products anymore. You're buying your way into belonging, status, and identity. But here's the trap. The more loyal you feel, the less rational you become. From gold member exclusives to unlocking perks that feel earned but cost more in the long run, this episode reveals how loyalty systems quietly increase spending, reduce price sensitivity, and hijack your financial freedom. In this episode, we uncover 4 powerful forces that shape how you spend, often without you realizing it. First, the false sense of gain. You're made to feel like you're saving, earning, winning, but in reality, you're spending more than ever. And you're doing it willingly because it feels like a deal. Second, commitment manipulation. The longer you stay with a brand, the more it feels like leaving is a loss. Even when the value is gone, you stay because it's familiar, because you've come this far. Third, the sunk cost fallacy. You've already spent so much on points, perks, tiers, that walking away now feels like giving up a prize. So you keep going, not to save money, but to justify what you've already spent. And fourth, emotional entrapment. Loyalty stops being logical. It becomes emotional. It becomes part of who you are. And when identity enters the picture, value gets blurry and objectivity disappears. By the end of this episode, you won't see loyalty programs as harmless perks anymore. You'll see them for what they are. Psychological systems designed to extract more while making you feel like you're getting more. But you won't just walk away with awareness. You'll walk away with tools to recognize the difference between strategic loyalty and emotional dependency. And most importantly, you'll begin to reclaim control over where and why you spend. They call it a reward. Points, perks, free drinks, early access, exclusive offers. It feels like a thank you, a bonus, a win, but it's not, because you didn't earn it. You bought it, and now you're buying more. This isn't generosity, it's strategy. Every tier you unlock, every point you chase, every freebie you earn is just another nudge to keep you coming back. And the more you spend, the harder it gets to walk away. Because it's not just money anymore. It's status. It's identity. It's the fear of starting over. Loyalty programs don't make you loyal. They make you dependent. You think you're being rewarded, but you're being trained. This is episode 3 of The Consumer Trap. And today we're exposing the loyalty lie, how brands use psychology to hook you, and how what feels like value is just another way to keep you spending. And by the end of this video, you'll never swipe your rewards card the same way again. The illusion of earning perks. They make it feel like a game. Earn 100 points, get a free coffee, spend $500, unlock silver tier, refer a friend, get 1,000 bonus credits. It's structured like progress. It feels like winning. But here's the trick. You're not earning anything. You're spending for it. Loyalty programs work because they flip the script. They don't make you ask, is this worth it? They make you ask, how close am I to the next reward? That's a powerful shift. Suddenly, you're not shopping based on need. You're shopping to qualify, to accumulate, to unlock. And every purchase becomes part of a bigger plan, not for saving, but for spending more. Think about it. You'll buy that extra sandwich you didn't want just to earn the 10th punch on your loyalty card. You'll pay $50 more for a flight because you want the miles in your preferred account. You'll keep shopping the same brand, even when another store is cheaper, because you're almost at the next reward level. It's not economics. It's emotion disguised as efficiency. You're not being rational. You're being conditioned. And here's where it gets dangerous. These programs don't want your occasional business. They want your devotion, your data, your inertia. They want you to stop comparing, to stop asking questions, to stop looking anywhere else. Because if they can turn your spending into a point system, they can turn your loyalty into a habit. But this goes deeper than clever math. In the next section, we'll show you the psychology that keeps you trapped, why the more you spend, the less likely you are to walk away, and how loyalty isn't built through trust, but through loss aversion, sunk costs, and status games. The science behind it. Loyalty programs don't just rely on rewards, they rely on psychology, specifically the kind that rewires your behavior without you even realizing it. Let's break it down. Commitment, bias. The more you commit to a brand, emotionally, financially, even habitually, the more you want to believe that choice was smart, even when it's not. You don't just shop there, you identify with it, and identity is sticky. Sunk cost fallacy. You've already invested, you've spent money, you've built up points. Maybe you're halfway to a reward, so you keep going, not because it makes financial sense, but because walking away now feels like a waste. The reward feels closer, which makes the trap feel deeper. Loss. Aversion. Studies show we fear losing something more than we value gaining something of equal worth. Loyalty programs tap into this perfectly. You don't want to lose your status. You don't want to miss out on points. You don't want to start over somewhere else, so you stay, even when the prices rise, even when the service slips, even when better options exist, because at that point, it's not about the product, it's about what you feel you've earned. And then there's the status game. Tier psychology. Gold, platinum, diamond, elite. These tiers don't exist to serve you. They exist to motivate you, to create artificial hierarchies, to make you chase exclusivity, to make you feel like you belong to a club just exclusive enough to make you spend more to stay in. And here's the twist. These systems don't need to offer real value. They just need to offer relative value. Just enough to make you feel like leaving would be a step down. You're not being rewarded, you're being retained. So what do these free perks actually cost you? In the next section, we'll show you how loyalty programs drive up prices, reduce your choices, and lock you into emotional contracts that feel like gratitude, but function like control. The real cost of free perks. They call it a free perk, but what you're really getting is a more expensive version of the same product, dressed up as a favor, because nothing in consumer economics is free, especially not loyalty. To fund those rewards, companies bake the cost into the prices you pay. That free drink after 10 purchases, you paid for it one sip at a time. That VIP early access, it's the same product, just priced higher for everyone else. That free checked bag with your loyalty status, covered by higher average fares. In loyalty economics, you pay more, stay longer, and question less. But the biggest cost isn't your money, it's your freedom to choose. Loyalty programs work best when they eliminate competition. They want you to stop comparing prices, stop exploring options, stop thinking critically. Because the more loyal you are, the fewer decisions you make. You're not choosing anymore. You're following a path they laid out, with your name on it and your data behind it. And here's the final twist. Loyalty doesn't just change how you spend, it changes how you feel about spending. You start to see every purchase not as a cost, but as a step toward a reward. That emotion, progress, anticipation, pride, makes you overlook the fact that you're often spending more to get something you didn't actually need in the first place. They've turned shopping into a game, and you're chasing points instead of value. The truth? Most rewards programs don't save you money. They shape your behavior. They don't offer freedom. They offer frictionless control. And the longer you play their game, the more you forget that you ever had a choice. So how do you break the cycle without missing out completely? In the next section, we'll show you how to tell the difference between smart loyalty and strategic manipulation, and how to use rewards without letting them use you. How to break free without losing value. Loyalty isn't always the enemy, but blind loyalty, that's the trap. Because there's a difference between using a reward system and being used by one. The key is to stop asking, "What am I earning?" and start asking, "What am I sacrificing to get it?" Here's how to break free without losing the value that actually matters. Rule number 1, know your baseline. Ask, would I still buy this at this price if there were no points involved? If the answer is no, the points are driving the purchase, not the product. Rule number 2, use rewards only on your terms. Only participate in loyalty programs that fit your natural habits, not the ones that make you change where or how much you spend. Rule number 3, watch for program creep. When you catch yourself spending more just to maintain a tier, you're not getting rewarded, you're getting manipulated. Rule number 4, treat points as a bonus, not a goal. Your money should serve you, not chase a reward schedule. Rule number 5, exit before you're emotionally locked in. If it hurts to quit, that's the sign you waited too long. You can still enjoy benefits, you can still take the deal, but now you're doing it with eyes open. You're not chasing points. You're chasing purpose. You're not staying out of fear of losing status. You're leaving because you've already reclaimed your value. Loyalty is a choice, but it should never cost you your freedom to choose again. Because the next trap doesn't come with points. It comes with flexibility. In the next episode of The Consumer Trap, we're taking on buy now, pay later, and how modern debt disguises itself as convenience. You thought it was an option, but it may be a contract with your future self. They called it a reward, a gift, a thank you, but it was never about what you earned. It was about what you'd give, again and again. Your time, your habits, your loyalty, not freely, but predictably. Because the most profitable customers aren't the ones who spend the most. They're the ones who stop asking questions. But now, you've started asking. You've pulled back the curtain. You've seen how the system works. And most importantly, you've remembered that choice is power. If this helped you see things differently, there's more where that came from. Subscribe to EconoFocus, where we break down the systems designed to shape your wallet and your world, because understanding the trap is the first step toward escaping it.